Great, thanks.
Hey, folks, make Don feel welcome up here.
All right, thanks, everybody. It's a lesson too late for the learning, made of sand, made of sand. In a wink of an eye, my soul is turning in your hand, in your hand. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Could there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. You got reasons aplenty for going. This I know, this I know. For the weeds have been steadily growing. Please don't go, please don't go. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Could there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. As I lie in my bed in the morning, without you, without you, each song in my breast dies of mourning. Without you, without you. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Could there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. About 3 miles from the backtail yard, the reverse curves on down. Not far south of the town depot, Sullivan's shack was found, built up on the higher ground. You could see him every day, walking down the line, with an old tote sack upon his back, his long hair down behind, speaking his worried mind. It's a long ways to the Delta from the North Georgia hills, and a tote sack full of ginseng don't pay my traveling bills. I'm too old to ride the rails or from the road alone, So I guess I'll never make it back to home, my muddy water Mississippi Delta home. Winter's here and it is cold, the damp it makes me ill. Can dig no roots on the mountainside, the ground's froze hard and still. Better stay at the foot of the hill. Summer will come, things will be right, the companies will pay high. I'll make enough money to pay my bills and leave these hills goodbye. And then he said with a sigh that it's a long ways to the Delta from the North Georgia hills, and a tote sack full of ginseng won't pay my traveling bills. And I'm too old to ride the rails or thumb the road along, so I guess I'll never make it back to home, my muddy water Mississippi Delta home. And it's a long ways to the Delta from the North Georgia hills, and a tote sack full of ginseng won't pay my traveling bills. And I'm too old to ride the rails or thumb the road alone, so I guess I'll never make it back to home, my muddy water Mississippi Delta home, my muddy water Mississippi Delta home. Thanks. Fun to come over here. I'm a single dad, so I kind of get a hoot out of coming out for the evening. And I have two little kids. They're 9 and 11, and they're a lot of fun. I got to the point where I started thinking I should get out and maybe meet a girl, So coming over here has been good. Before I came here, I went out to the Red Park, a pub, and sure enough, there was a pretty girl sitting there right across from me. So that made me nervous right away, because I am new at this. But I sat there and I tried thinking what I could say to her, and I couldn't think of anything, and I could tell she was getting a little impatient with my lack of attendance. So time passed, and suddenly she sneezed. Pachoo! This big, huge sneeze. And I looked right at her when she did, and she looked back at me. I said, well, I've got to say something now, don't I? So I couldn't think of anything, of course, and she sneezed again. Pachoo! This big, huge sneeze. And I looked right at her, and she looked right at me. Well, the pressure's on now, so finally I croaked some verbiage. I said, are you okay? And she said, well, every time I sneeze, I have an orgasm. So that had me really taken back. Of all things to say, I asked her if she was taking anything for it. She said, yeah, pepper. And out the door she went. I blew that one, didn't I? Here's a song for her. Well, I hope that I don't fall in love with you, 'cause falling in love just makes me blue. The music plays and you display your heart for me to see. I had a beer and now I hear you calling out to me. and I hope that I don't fall in love with you. The room is crowded, people everywhere, and I wonder, should I offer you a chair? If you sit down with this old clown and take my frown and break it, I think before the night is gone that maybe we could make it. And I hope that I don't fall in love with you. Night does funny things inside a man. Those old tomcat feelings you don't understand. I turn around and look at you, you light a cigarette. I wish I had the guts to bum one, but we've never met. And I hope that I don't fall in love with you. I can see that you are lonesome just like me, and it being late you'd like some company. I turn around and look at you, and you look back at me. The guy you're with just a bench split, the chair next to you is free. And I think that I just fell in love with you. It's closing time, the music's fading out. Last call for drinks, I'll have another stout. I turn around, look for you, you're nowhere to be found. I search the place for your lost face, I guess I'll have another round. And I hope that I don't fall in love with you. But I think that I just fell in love with you. Thanks. I'll do one more. Here's a little country song. I got the boys in the band to play with me. This is my dream, to have a band behind me. This is a big thrill. From the corners of the country to the cities and the farms, they've years and years of living wrapped up underneath their arms. They'll walk away from everything just to see a dream come true. So God bless the boys who made the noise on 16th Avenue. With $1 million spirit and an old flat top guitar, they'll drive away from everything in a $100 car. 'Cause one time someone told them of a friend they knew, who owns, a studio on 16th 16th Avenue. Now some are born to money, they never had to say survive, and some will drive a 9-pound hammer just to stay alive. They're cowboys, drunks, and Christians, mostly black and white and blue. So God bless the boys who made the noise on 16th Avenue. And then one night in a hotel room where no curtains ever hung, like a miracle, golden words rolled off of someone's tongue. For years and years you're nothing, now they're all looking right at you. So God bless the boys who made the noise on 16th Avenue. Oh, it looks so uneventful, so quiet and discreet, but a lot of lives were changed down on that little one-way street. They'll walk away from everything just to see a dream come true. So God bless the boys who made the noise on 16th Avenue. God bless the boys who made the noise on 16th Avenue. Well, thanks. Thank you very much. Thanks, John. Thanks.
What is that you just sang?
What's that?
What was that you just sang?
The song?
Yeah. Sounds like a Paul Simon.
Preventure.
Prevention?
Yeah, Preventure. Yeah.
Don Preventure, folks. Give him a round of applause. Thank you so much, Don.